Let's go back to the desert for a moment. Okay? You're chilling in the desert on your towel. I have no idea what you're doing in the desert on a towel, but let's just imagine it. And then this bear is coming. Now, is this on your towel the right moment to think, what picture statements am I going to use in my next keynote? Yes or no? I really, really, really hope you say no. Otherwise we need to do different courses. But this is not the right moment to focus on, let's just say, thriving when we want to survive, right? Let's just say, for just to make it really, really simple and easy, that this is your brain and we half it into a focus of survival and the other half is focused on thriving. Okay? And in the survival part, there's your three friends, they're living there. And they're focusing on what's dangerous, what costs energy, what's not consistent. And they're focusing on the survival. Now on this other part, there's the thriving part. There is your, what am I going to say? Practicing your stories, getting ready for a speaking engagement, remembering your words. Now let's just say that when you are focused on these voices, on yourself, on your own thoughts, on your three friends that are talking to you and you're like listening to them, you're actually focusing on them. What happens? Your focus goes to that part. Your energy goes to that part. Your attention goes to that part. I'm going to make it even crazier. Your blood goes more to that part. Now, let's imagine that happens when you're standing on stage. What happens with your memory about your script? Because so many people come to me and say, Laurie, I blank out. I got a blackout. I blank out. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. I forgot my script. What's happening is that you're focusing on the survival part. And this is something that we constantly need to train. And how we're going to do that is not to distract them or take them too literally. My mom always used to say, Laurie, when I was a kiddo, Laurie, when someone jumps into a cold lake, are you going to do this as well? And I was this, funny kid who would respond like, only if I can swim. But she had a point, right? If someone else says you to do something, are you then immediately just going to listen? Or are you rather just looking through your own lens of life and asking yourself the question, does this make sense for me right now? Is this real, or is this just your lens of the world? Right? If we're just literally listening to them and just doing what they say, we become controlled by these fearful thoughts. But what we don't want to do as well is completely ignore them. They know you say it's dangerous, but it's not. Because maybe it actually is. Like, they are here to really help us out. We're not there to fight against them. We're there to dance with them. To listen to their point of view. To say, hey, I know we have the same goal in mind. Right? We just have a different way of coping through those. You want to extremely protect me and I want to thrive. But in order for me to thrive, I need to survive as well. So why don't we team up? Why don't we, and this is your part, this is you as a leader. Leaders are speakers. You're the leader. You're going to say, hey, I so appreciate you. You've kept me alive this far. And I mean, you apparently done something right. Thank you so much. And I would also love to just really understand what your perspective is, where you're coming from, because I've got some big dreams. And I just want to make sure that you're on board with this, so we can both seize these goals together. And now you're starting to collaborate. And now you're starting to team up. And now you're starting to actually understand what their frame of the world is, so you can dance with it instead of fight it. So what we're going to do in the next one, we're going to look through different scenarios that you're probably going to recognize, at least one of them, if not all. And we're going to see how can you team up with these three friends so you can do this all together. And better yet, you can actually create that impact and strive for that income that you're desiring because you're working as a team.